had a bit of a lazy morning this morning. We got up quite late and we had a really delicious breakfast, and then we decided we would catch a taxi over here to the National Archaeological Museum. It is going to be another hot day today. We're starting to get a little bit tired, so I figured it's not going to be an easy day. I mean, we're still going to a museum, but it's indoors and it's air conditioned, so that should be of little comfort. No, so that should be a little bit more comfortable for us today, I should say. So about to head in. Look, if I was on my own, I probably would have walked here. Crazily, it's over 2 kilometers from where we're staying. It's quite a fair distance away from Plaka and the Acropolis and things like that. So I did approach a taxi to begin with. He goes, it'll be €25, and I'm like, I already checked Uber was like €6 to €8 to get here, so I'm just like, nah. Ordered an Uber, ended up being a taxi anyway. Great ride over, and now we're about to go in. Looking forward to it. I do love a good museum. One of the first galleries is centred on the Cycladic Civilisation, which was found throughout the islands of the Cyclades in the Aegean Sea. They made these female figurines from marble, although no one really knows what the purpose was. But regardless, I really like them. They kind of look like they've just gotten out of the shower and looking for their towel. The civilization was from around 3100 BCE to 1000 BCE, so in the Bronze Age. Another cool thing from this era was the frying pans. They're wonderfully decorated. And amongst all that, there's this guy who is very, shall we say, contemplative. There's a funeral gallery here as well, which has items from 19 different graves. The funerary masks are fascinating, and you can tell that these are from more upper class graves because of the amount of gold that was used. The graves are dated from the 15th to the 16th centuries. We then move into the statue gallery. To be honest, I find these a little boring, except for one, and that's one with Aphrodite, Pan, and Eros. Aphrodite appears to be getting hit on by the goat man himself, Pan. So she's holding her shoe like she's about to slap him with it. Now I know what you're thinking. This statue looks very unassuming, but wait for it. Wait until you can see just how big this actually is. We go to the technology gallery, where we see the earliest computer in the world, the Antikythera mechanism, which was used to predict astronomical locations and eclipses. Not bad for something created around 150 BCE. Next up is the Egyptian gallery. Now, after Alexander the Great conquered Egypt, the Greeks ruled under the Ptolemy dynasty, with Cleopatra being the last pharaoh. So the gallery here is filled with just wonderful artifacts. I really love Egyptian history, especially as they loved ancient bin chickens. We then go upstairs to the final 2 galleries, which seem to be filled with pots and a couple of skeletons. But you know what, by now we're just done, so we exit via the gift shop. We've just finished at the National Archaeological Museum here in Athens, and it was good. All the descriptions were in both Greek and English, so it was easy, fine for us to read. Some of the descriptions, the descriptions were really well put together, lots of detailed information. It was really good. I quite liked it. We spent about 2 hours here. It was €12 for an adult, 6 for a reduced entry, so like student or other type of reduced entries. I think my favourite gallery in the museum was the Egypt gallery. Oh, actually, I don't know. I mean, there was a funerary gallery that had like a whole bunch of items from, I think, about 6 different graves. There were lots of gold masks, like funeral masks. That was pretty cool and interesting. The Egyptian gallery was really good too. 2 hours here, and now we're going to go back to our accommodation and have a bit of a rest. And the reason for that is we're going to go out again later on this afternoon, but it's way too hot. Like, today is a super hot day. Beautiful though, like it's stunning, and these blue skies are just gorgeous. But too hot to be walking around. Got to take care of yourself when you're traveling. It's early evening now, and it has cooled down somewhat, and so we have decided to walk over to the First Cemetery of Athens and have a look around. I know there is one, I don't want to say popular, but famous grave here of a girl who died, I think, from the plague. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Do you really look forward to seeing things in the cemetery? I'm not sure. But there are plenty of cats around, so at least they can be a distraction from some of the other more sad parts about being in this particular location. It's already just beautiful. It's so serene here. The cicadas haven't stopped all week, and they're still going. It's really peaceful here. Not very many people as in tourists. It's just like a nice little sanctuary away from the city, the hustle and bustle. Alright, which way do we go first? There's lots to see here by the looks of it. I'm not sure if tours are run through the cemetery or not, but I did do a tour of the cemetery in Buenos Aires a few years ago now, and it was fascinating, like highly fascinating to hear of some of the stories from the people who were buried or entombed there. I know it's like there's a whole morbid curiosity thing to it, but I think learning some of the stories about people who lived and the people who now are here, I just think it'd be really, really nice, right? A way to preserve that memory, remember that these people all had lives once. I've been here for about 45 minutes now, just wandering around, looking at all the the fascinating headstones, and just the dedication to the people that are here. Now, two things. One is I've got an eSIM, and whatever provider that I've got at the moment is terrible, and so I'm trying to Google Translate so I can, at least read these people's names and the dedication to them, but it's not working. So that's really unfortunate. And the second thing is this cemetery is huge, like super big, and I was trying to find some of the oldest graves, and I just haven't been able to. I mean, there's some here from the 1800s, but I mean, this was the first cemetery in Athens, so obviously it's going to date further, much further back than that. So you could spend a lot of time here, depending on what you're looking for, what you're looking at. Look, I've just taken a snippet of some of the ones that were, kind of closest to the front, really. But I can just imagine just how many other amazing places there are in this cemetery. So it's a bit morbid, I guess, coming here, but it's still really lovely. I mean, you go to the museum and you have a look at all the stuff that they've taken from graves, so why not just come here to the graveyard, pay your respects while you're here, and just enjoy the love, the outpouring of love that people have provided for their family members or their loved ones. I think that's the part I really like about coming to the cemetery, seeing just what people have done. I found a video that had the top 5 Gyros, I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, places in Athens, and the top one was the Imperio Grill. So while we're out and about, thought we'd check it out, and it was delicious. I had one the other night, but it was in the touristy area in Plaka, and this one was amazing tonight. The pita bread was just so much softer, and it was so much easier to eat, and the chicken was delicious, and the chips were fresh, and the Imperio Grill, really good, 5 out of 5. Let's just give it a 5 out of 5. I haven't really tried many others, so I can't compare, but 5 out of 5. And that's it for day 4 in Athens, Greece. Make sure you stay tuned for day 5.